It's almost inflation over the economy, if you want to really know, because people
that first-time buyers face in their
buyers continue to face affordability issues.
More Americans believe the American dream is no longer achievable.
We get it. The housing market is expensive.
The housing market has reached an all-time high, and as market prices go up, availability goes down.
Since 2020, the mortgage rate has been 3.10% to 6.81% in 2023.
In the recent presidential election, both candidates showed hope for change in the housing market for first-time homebuyers.
As inflation, illegal immigration, and corporate landlordism has increased,
so has the housing market.
Illegal immigration has affected low inventory in the housing market, raising inflation, and
corporate businesses continue to buy single-family homes and resell them for a higher price. Housing market prices have notably risen since 2010 and have skyrocketed since 2020. The COVID-19 pandemic in 2020 directly relates to the growing demand and supply of home ownership in the housing market in 2022 through 2024. The pandemic caused a delay of supplies and caused increased essential construction material prices as lumber, steel, iron, insulation, and concrete, raising home prices.
The upcoming president-elect for 2025, Donald Trump, has left high anticipation for new plans for the housing market. Trump has plans to lower housing prices by controlling inflation in hopes of lowering interest rates for housing. Trump wants to halve the cost of new housing by reducing regulation during his upcoming term in 2025. The president term in 2025 will determine the future for first-time home owners and will determine the dream of home ownership for Americans all over the country.
Opening up the oil reserves that we have here in our country and stop buying foreign oil and actually export some of our oil. Also manufacturing goods here in the United States to provide better jobs for people here in the U.S. and stop giving money away to other countries and taking care of our own people here at home.
Harris putting housing at center of economic pitch to U.S. voters. It says that Democratic presidential nominee Kamala Harris is promising to build more housing as the centerpiece of an effort to tackle rising costs that have stressed U.S. households and left home ownership beyond the reach of many Americans.
On top of that, my plan will bring down the cost of housing, cut taxes for small businesses, because small businesses are the backbone of our economy.
We've had programs that the government has set aside to help first-time home buyers, and the main thing they need help with is their down payment assistance. It's hard if you're coming out of school, starting your first job, if then to have money to have for a down payment on your first home.
As the demand for home ownership rises, the housing market prices also rise. Immigration from 2020 has gone from 1.2 million to 2.5 million in 2022. Immigrants who come to the United States desire new opportunities for jobs, education, and a better lifestyle.
While immigrants contribute to the growing housing supply, they are also essential for jobs that provide housing materials and construction. Immigration contribute approximately 30% of construction workers and are vital in controlling the demand for housing. Although immigration affects the availability of the housing market, they are essential for jobs needed for constructing houses.
Corporate businesses have had a huge impact on why housing prices have gone up. When these multi-million-dollar companies buy these single-family homes, and these companies will rent them out for a much higher price. This drives inflation because it puts more money in the pockets of big companies, but steals the average person's dollar. This business is more popular in high-populated areas
where Wall Street investors come in, those companies come in and they buy up a lot of properties that would be first-time homebuyer property, and they turn around and then put them on the market to rent for just right.
We will end America's housing shortage by building 3 million new homes and rentals that are affordable for the middle class.
At the current rate we are now in 2030, 7.6 million of single-family homes will be owned by Wall Street investors. This is around 40% of single-family homes in America. To fix this problem, the future president could work with Congress to try and put in a law that will put on a cap on what types of businesses could buy these homes. The upcoming graduation year of 2026 is coming up and will soon be transitioning into adulthood.
This 2024 presidential term will determine the status of the housing market, prices, and availability for first-time homebuyers in 2026. Our message to the president
is to bring awareness to young adults who wish to own their first-time home
and live the American dream of home ownership in the United States.